Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and I need to make a video on the absolute disaster that was the assembly shop yesterday and why wargaming's monetization and especially their fear of missing out has reached such a level that when server issues occur, it's going to annoy tens of thousands of their most loyal customers. Yesterday, during the assembly shop, all of the currencies became locked at the top of the screen, and so you were unable to spend your currency. Not only that, you were unable to repair your vehicles, purchase ammunition, purchase consumables to be able to actually play the game for many hours during the prime time. But the biggest disaster was that this happened as the assembly shop was occurring. Now, if any of you don't know, for the assembly shop, they release a new tank, but it's in limited quantities. On the European server, there was 50,000 available with special styles, with numbers on the barrels, and with your number that will be on this kind of display counter on the back of the tank. So these styles, they go very quickly indeed. People want to get the low numbers. Some people, bizarrely enough, want to get the high numbers, but you might as well get the tank with a 3D style. But you couldn't do it. I'll show you a video of yesterday, and keep in mind that this is from my free-to-play account, and look how much currency my free-to-play account has. It has 50,000 bonds, 13,000 gold. I got that from completing ranked back in the day. Haven't spent any money on this account. 7 million credits and 1.35 million free experience on the account. But as we can see from yesterday, I was unable to convert any free experience, not that I needed to, and then I couldn't be able to spend the resources to be able to get the vehicle. And this is infuriating because you can see the number going down. If you look at the top of the screen, it says 176 available. And when I leave this part of the screen as well in a second, I can't spend the bonds. I couldn't spend the free experience. The only thing that I could be able to do was to be able to spend blueprints on the vehicle. And the fact that you could see this number going down while there was no ability to be able to spend the currency, yeah, how much more frustration can you have? You've logged in, maybe you've taken the time off work, you've either converted your free experience earlier, you've spent your money to be able to convert the free experience so you're ready for the assembly shop, you've taken the time off work, or you've cancelled plans to be on your computer at 5 o'clock UK time, and then you can't even spend your resources. And this is for a tank that costs like £100 plus of currency if you were to purchase it and you were to convert it at their optimum 40-to-1 ratio. So I honestly, for me, if I was a tank collector, if I was a big supporter of wargaming, this would be the last straw. Now, look, I'm not going to lie, for me, I managed to get the vehicle. Luckily, I got number 31 on my main account. But the fact that then I logged on my free-to-play account and experienced everything that everybody was going through, if this had been my main account and I was just sitting there seeing something that I couldn't be able to get just slowly slip away from me, and the fact that the numbers in the garage with the countdown still kept going and you just saw them tick down, 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 while you're unable to be able to just take part in something that you've done everything that you can to be able to achieve unbelievable frustration. What this is it's a product of fear of missing out going to such an extreme that it has now gone beyond exciting into just pure toxicity. Now, to be fair to wargaming, this I believe is the 6th assembly shop, and this is the first time something like this has happened, but it's just a complete disaster for them, considering that their game is more expensive than ever, with more high-priced items going into the game every single week, this one being at least £100+ of currency, but this time their servers couldn't even keep up. Accordingly, Reddit has been quite spicy with this meme from WD40 Enjoyer. I received millions of dollars from monthly loot boxes and you receive no currency to be able to spend it. This one from Reddit bots are us, no resources, yes indeed. And then City Revolutionary brings up an interesting discussion for a petition to make all 100,000 DBVs with a special style. And I honestly think that this is possibly the best solution that wargaming can do. Give everyone who purchases the DBV 152 a special style. I'm not saying that they should all have numbers. Maybe you could make them just have no numbers on the dial, a lot like I believe they already have with this one. You could have everyone have 0000. This will mean that all of the people who couldn't get a style yesterday will be compensated for, and it doesn't detract from anyone who managed to get one of the stars with the special numbers, as they'll still feel like they're an individual, and everyone who was screwed over by Wargaming will be able to band together to get quite a prestigious number, which will be 00000. Honestly, what Wargaming have done, they should be really panicking for, because the players who take the time off work, the players who pony up $1 million free experience, the 50,000 people who are logged in and ready to go, they are their bread and butter whales. They are their bread and butter paying customers who buy their loot boxes, who keep purchasing everything that they can inside the game. They are possibly the most important players amongst their player base from a monetization perspective. And annoying thousands of those customers in one single move yesterday, whether or not it was actually their problem, their servers are their responsibility, it's not a smart move. The other issue is that yesterday was the prime time of Onslaught, and there are a lot of people who are trying to grind Onslaught to be able to get their points, to be able to get their final rewards, or even players who maybe just wanted to log in and be able to play a battle to be able to avoid the decay that happens if you are inactive inside it. And those players weren't able to play. Whether Wargaming need to compensate everybody who couldn't play Onslaught yesterday with some bonus points is a completely separate discussion. So all in all, it's a complete disaster for Wargaming. They put in a fear of missing out event, and their servers prevent their most loyal customers from being able to get an exclusive style, which to all intents and purposes will never be available again. What this is a symptom of is just monetization gone to the extreme. Do we really need to have exclusive tanks with exclusive styles that you're never going to be able to get again, with that you can only get for possibly minutes for the release? Sure, it can provide the most sweaty of players with excitement when everything works, but when it doesn't, yeah, it's going to be very painful. And considering there are still 18,000 left on the EU server, and I don't know if there are any still available on the NA server, if you're thinking about getting the vehicle, thoroughly recommend check out my full tank review. Or if you've purchased the vehicle yesterday and want to know how I'd be able to set it up, that will be there as well. If you don't have time to watch that and you really need to just sit on the fence with seeing the number tick, 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 tick down, or you want to get off the fence and decide it's basically a griller, that's it. You're spending £100 of currency to get a slightly different griller. It's better against HE, it has a little bit of better alpha, it has way worse accuracy compared to the griller, but it's a little bit more flexible with its fully traversable turret. But yeah, basically a reward griller. This is a very skippable tank, especially for £100 of currency. And so let me know in the comments down below, were you trying for ages yesterday to be able to get your hands on a numbered style for the DBV 152? Did you not be able to get a style? What do you think the solution is for Wargaming? And is this going to put you off even bothering with the assembly shop in the future? Or are you of the opinion that it's just a style, it's not a big deal, and that you could just log in today and be able to get one of the 18,000 remaining? Anyway, that's it for today, ladies and gents. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And if you're watching this video as it's released on Friday, come and get yourself some premium consumables and some boosters for watching my Twitch stream this weekend. So really looking forward to seeing you all live right now. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.